Welcome to Go on Shaw TV. I'm Doug Roxburgh, and today we have a very special episode for you, Fort McMurray. The Legion, well, it's back. It was about to close just 1 year ago, but after many months of renovations, well, look, it looks great, doesn't it? Well, Pat Duggan's going to talk to us about the renovations here at the Legion. Also at the Legion, once a week, vets meet to talk about PTSD. And on today's episode, right now, stick around for it because some students at Holy Trinity, they have the opportunity of a lifetime in regards to this year's federal election. With Pat Duggan here at the Legion, and it's back, Pat. It was about to close last year. It didn't. Now it is back after many, many renovations. You happy?
Well, we're ecstatic right now with what we've been able to pull through, especially the funding that we've been able to get from the municipality and also from the province. And of course, the volunteers and other groups that helped out. It's fantastic. The changes here, especially when we talked to some of the older veterans who have been here for quite some time and have seen the place not fall by the wayside, but start to age and then slow down. And then when we almost shut down last year, and then with the new group that was voted in, part of that was myself as well, and we've been able to get a lot of community support and funding and turn this place around and bring it back to what Legion's supposed to be.
That's right, and we see specific tables for different members.
Yes, you do. Yep, well, over here we have our Romeo's table. It's part of one of our older veterans groups and also their friends, retired old men eating out. It's quite a little group of fellas, but Steve and Kathy were able to build this beautiful table for us to actually have the fellas have their own little space. It's also really important too, especially with the older vets, that they get that sense of tradition and feeling at home sort of thing. So they get their time during it and during the day, and later on in the evening they're gracious enough to let everybody else sit down at it too.
And then there's other renovations from the pool tables to the new tables for dining, as well as the dart area too as well for your groups. Yeah, so lots of great things happening here at the Legion. Do not go away, Pat. We want to speak with you in just a little bit about the community support, how not only the Legion supports the community, but how the community supports the Legion. Yeah. Okay. First things first, though, the vets. They are specifically important, not only to the community, but this Legion as well. Let's have a look at why they're so important. Back at the Legion with Pat Duggan, and the community has supported this Legion, especially over this past year. How has that happened there, Pat?
Absolutely. Last year we were able to make some applications for funding through the municipality and through the province as well. The municipality came back huge for us, the $495,000 capital grant, which is what you see here is the vast majority of that money was spent on that. Some other minor touch-ups and such, but they were the ones who were instrumental. The province also kicked in another $125,000 just this past year, which was great. It helped especially with, like I said, tearing down the walls in an older building and finding some of the cost overruns. They really, with their donation, were to help us get past that.
So a lot of community support for the Legion, but the Legion also supports the community, doesn't it?
That is the point of the Legion, absolutely. Now we've supported especially local veterans. We've had 6 local veterans now in the past 12 months. We've assisted financially, whether it be through assisting with medical payments, evaluations, or even just if they're looking for work and we're having a hard time transitioning, we've been able to help them out, and we've spent approximately $20,000 doing that. So it's fantastic that way.
And then there's also the Poppy campaign. The Poppy campaign, very important at the end of October, early November, but it just doesn't end there. It continues on throughout with different programs, right?
Absolutely it does. Our Poppy money is very specifically controlled by Dominion as to how we can spend that money. So when people support us, they're supporting the programs when they're supporting Poppy campaign. But also what a lot of people don't realize is that to actually run a Legion, we can only use a very small percentage of that Poppy money to actually help modify or run the building day-to-day operations. Our big thing is to really try and push and remind the community that it's their Legion. It's your Legion, Fort McMurray. So by all means, feel free to use this at any point in time. Like I said, the ballroom upstairs, available to anyone. Clubhouse downstairs, you don't have to be a member to walk in. A lot of people think you have to be a Legion member or a veteran to come into a Legion. Not at all. It's any other good community gathering place, and we welcome everyone.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, Pat, and the future does look bright for the Legion. The grand opening happens on October 8th, 9th, and 10th. Please be here. You're watching Go on Shaw. That wraps up another edition of Go on Shaw TV. This is your Legion, Fort McMurray. So, of course, there are a pair of dart leagues, pair of pool leagues, and other events always happening at this renovated facility. So you should check it out. Maybe October 8th, 9th, and 10th when they're having their grand opening. It's probably a good idea. I'm Doug Roxburgh, and we'll see you, well, when we see you.